Hey guys, so this morning, what I'm gonna do, wrong jar. I get the common question, what do you do with all that canned food? Okay, I'm gonna turn you guys a little bit. All right, so what I'm doing today is stuffed peppers. It's simply just gonna be right from my pantry. As you all know, we're moving. Probably the beginning of March, we will be on the way up there. So we need to empty out this house. I have stocked so hard in the last year. Now I need to purge it all, and now we need to eat it all. So today, like I said, I'm doing stuffed peppers, but I'm mostly doing it from jars. I'm doing tomato soup that I canned way back in 2018. I believe I used Tina Wilhelm's recipe, I think. But I'll link her video down below just in case, because I'm pretty sure I did. And this is our chili sauce that we made together. I'll link that video down below as well. And when did I can that? My husband did this one in 2019, so it's still good. And then breakfast sausage, canned breakfast sausage. I didn't put a whole lot of stuff in it. It doesn't even taste like breakfast sausage. And then I have a liter of tomato juice and a 500 milliliter of tomato juice. And just some rice, and I have some hamburger in the fridge to use up. So we're gonna mix this all together. Oh, and the peppers are from the farmer's haul from way back in the summer. I cut them in half and then popped them in the freezer. So we're gonna get this going, and I will be back. All right, guys. So I got my half a pound of hamburger in there. I'm gonna slide around you guys, sorry about that. And this is just the sausage. Like I said, I'm just using up what I have. And I mean, that's super important. Anyways, you gotta rotate it a little bit. But I'd rather remove empty jars. So we've been feasting on a lot of food out of the pantry this month. All right, so there's that sausage. And it's just got, when I canned it, I just put parsley, salt, and pepper in it. There was no, I don't even know why I called it breakfast sausage when I canned it, but. Okay. And then I just got some of this keg seasoning. Oop, there you are, keg seasoning. You're gonna hear my kettle here in a minute. My kid will be getting up to do chores soon. About 2 tablespoons. Then I got a question about flavoring meat. Every family is going to flavor it. Some people do just salt and pepper. I'm definitely a big spice person. About a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now this is my dehydrated garlic. And I'm just going to throw a few in there. No, I don't grind it at all. Because it'll break down as it's cooking. But anyways, seasoning. Season to your taste. If I'm doing like burgers or meatballs or something like that, meatloaf, I will actually make a little ball and then I'll cook it and see if I need to add more salt or anything. It's just a really good rule of thumb. I've been trying to pull back on the salt intake a little bit for Michael, and it can be hard because I love salt. This is just a little bit of turmeric. This is completely optional. Any of these spices really are optional. Maybe a teaspoon of that. Now, I do the raw meat. A lot of people will cook their meat first. I just do it the way Mom and Grandma did it. You know, that's just how I do it, and they turn out amazing every time. Every time they taste a little bit different. Cody absolutely hates these. He's having chicken and rice for supper. Cody does not like peppers that much, so. All right. So we're just going to mix that up a little bit. A little bit of pepper. I am going to add a little bit of salt here. Now, I have salt in everything else, so that's why I'm... Sorry, guys, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Like there's salt in the tomato soup, there's salt in the chili sauce, there's salt in the tomato juice. So, you know, you kind of want to be, I'd rather salt it a little bit on my, and then have it too salty because there's like nothing worse. All right. Now, I've done these in the crock pot as well. So if you wanted to make this into a crock pot meal, I would do, I'm just doing, here, I'll just show you really quick. I'm just doing these half ones. You know what I'm saying? So what I would do, oh, there you are. Sorry, guys. Is if I was doing a crock pot, I do the whole pepper. Okay. And there's some pieces in here that are broken, whatever. You know what? It all goes in your belly at the end of the day. We're not fancy people. Oh, excuse me. That pepper caught me. All right. So now I'm just going to add, now I pre-cooked this morning in my Instant Pot. And trying to use that thing more, or I have to get rid of it. So I don't keep things that I don't use. Now you can, now keep in mind this rice is going to puff up, okay? Hang on a sec, guys. I thought my pig truck was here. All right, so it depends on what you want for a ratio, okay? So if you want more beef or more meat, then add less rice, right? For obvious reasons. I am going to add a little more rice to this. And then if you end up with a little bit of leftover rice, like I'm going to, I fed what was to my dog this morning for his breakfast. So I just put it in a bag, mark it, and pop it in the freezer. And then if Michael wants soup or whatever, he has pre-cooked, I do noodles the same way. I do the noodles and pop them in the freezer. All right. So there we go. That's so far. Now I'm gonna add, wrong thing. I'm gonna add some chili sauce. And I am gonna add the whole jar eventually here. So this has got your onions, your celery, you know, your tomatoes, and it just gives it a good binder. Okay, oh, I love the smell of that. Okay. Just gonna add a little more pepper and a little bit of olive oil. A little bit more black pepper. All right. Okay, so there's the insides. Okay. Don't worry, we're not done yet. All right. So I got my casserole dish here. Oh, pepper's really getting me today. Just gonna spray it. Okay. Now this is how I do it. If you do it a little different, I'd love to hear it. Okay, so I need another bowl. Farm chores did not go as I planned today. I'm a little off today. So in this bowl, I'm going to put the tomato juice in here. Okay. The rest of the chili sauce. And the tomato soup. And it's all going in the same pot. It's all good. Mix that together. Okay. We have a lot of action on the farm today. My dog is not liking it. I'm just going to shift that over. Make sure you guys can see. There we go. Now I'm just going to ladle some of this beautiful sauce in the bottom. I'm going to take these frozen peppers. So I'm going to let these cook for about 3 hours on super low though, okay? It'll all work out great. Alright. Now I'm just going to take my meat mixture and I'm just going to pile it on. Oops. My husband loves a ton of stuffing, so, and a lot of sauce. Because these peppers will put on sauce like a juice, but not that much. And it's okay if it spills over. It's all good. Oh my goodness, my nose. Now, I don't have that much meat left. Here, I'll show you. That's what I have left, okay? Now I'm just going to top these up a little bit more. This is a very filling meal. And I'm literally just taking things out of my freezer and I'm taking things off my shelf to make it, you know? And really, the only thing I had to do was take out some hamburger, you know? All right. And there, we used it all up. Perfect. Now I'm just going to start pouring this on and around. And I actually baste my stuffed peppers as well. Okay. And I will have to add more sauce because it will, like the rice will soak it up and so on. All right. Now I'm just going to get my parsley. I did forget that. All right. And I'm going to leave a link to Peggy Page's YouTube channel down below. It's absolutely amazing. I think you guys would love it. So good. Amazing content on there. All right, so now I'm just going to pop this in a 250 oven for 6 hours, okay? And I'll bring you back when I'm all done. Hey guys, so jumping back with you a little bit sooner, I decided I'd make some cornbread to go with those stuffed peppers, and I thought, oh, I'll bring you guys along, why not? So in my bowl I have a cup of flour. I'm going to add a cup of cornmeal, okay? Just going to mix those together. So I've taken out the stuffed peppers. I'll give you a quick peek. They've been in there for about an hour. Okay, there's that. And then I need 2/3 of a cup of sugar. That's what this little Tupperware scoop is. Mix that together. Okay. And then I'm going to add 3½ teaspoons of baking powder. 2, 3 and the salt is 1 teaspoon. I'm just going to eyeball it. I have my cast iron skillet over here. It's all larded up. Break some of this up. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to move this out of the way. And here I have 1 cup of milk. I'm just going to use a fork. And I have 1 egg. Oh, our hens are slightly laying right now. We get about 4 eggs a day, which keeps us pretty good. Okay, and then we have 1/3 of a cup. I'm using olive oil. I've had to increase my oven to 400, so that's the other reason why I took out my stuffed peppers. Alright, and there's the, we're just going to dump this in. Stir it up. I just thought, why not add some cornbread to it? Be a little different. It's a little, try this, guys. That might be a little bit better. The sun is actually out, so I'm going to enjoy it while it's here, because we're about to get another storm, so. All right. Here's my skillet. We're just going to dump this in. All right. There we go. So now I'm just going to pop this in the 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes, and I'll bring you back when it's all done. All right, guys, so here's the cornbread. Just going to grab a knife. I'm pretty sure it's done, but I'm just going to check it just in case. Yeah, perfect. All right. Got to get out a big plate. And move this out of the way. Oh, it's stuck a little bit, but that's not bad. No, that's okay. There we go. No one will know. There we go. All right, so there's the cornbread to go with the stuffed peppers, and I'll bring you back when they're all done. Alright guys, so here's the stuffed peppers. And there's the cornbread. And that's going to be our dinner tonight. I'm going to leave everything in the description box. Don't forget to check out Peggy page and see what she's doing. Like I said, I will leave a link to her channel as well. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.